How's it going, guys? Remy Enigma here. While I have the time, I'll quickly bring you my Royal Paladin deck profile. Sorry about the dice, it's just so I know where the centre of the camera is. It's Thingsaver Altmile. Didn't build the Dual Knight version, mainly because I couldn't afford to get the cards, but I won most of this at a local tournament we did, so I figured I'd finish it, and we'll go from there. So I'll start with the starter, and then go into the strides that I'm playing. For the starter, I'm using Shining Light Milius, which is GB1, Counterblast and Send it to the Soul, Superior Caller Grade 2, which if I had the Dual Knight stuff to go in this, would be extremely strong, but I didn't invest in sword me's and such, so just a Knight of Twin Sword or Knight of Fragment, or anything else I need really. That's starter. Stride board, using 4 Saints Blood Dragon. This is too good. Persona flip. You gain 3,000 power for each of your rear guards. 3 or more, you gain an extra critical as well. So you do it when you have a full board, and it gives you the maximum pressure possible. Sorry, I was just grabbing something. Running 2 Shrouded Divine Knight Blade. On hit, Superior Caller Grade 2 or greater. So it actually lets you get in up to 4 attacks. If you had Sword Meat, it would let you get up to 5 attacks potentially. Depends how you want to play the deck. Running 1 Samuel, because even now 3 damage is still fun. Just deal them an extra damage. It doesn't. On attack, if you counterblast 2 while you have a full board and they've got 4 or less damage, you deal them 1 extra damage. They get the trigger check, so it's not like Vortex Dragon you, but it's still pretty good. It means if they're at full damage and you deal them the extra damage, then they're forced to guard the attack or they lose. And then I'm just playing 1 Atmos because extra pressure. I barely go into it though, it's more there just to use as GSS fodder. I have a Blizzard for this deck somewhere, but it's in one of the deck boxes, so. This isn't the only one I'll be uploading, by the way. There's going to be another 2, I think. Yeah, just another 2 after this. So, going to the grade 3s, running 4 Seeker Thingsaver Dragon. This is your game ender, or, well, there's 2 ways to look at it. You can either be your game ender or your pressure card, because while it's in Legion, if you pay the cost of Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 3 and discard 2, you can Superior Ride another Thingsaver, and then Legion with a Blaster Blade Seeker in your soul. So there's 2 ways to look at it. You can use it early game to draw out all your opponent's perfect cards, and then late game use Altmile or your strides to finish them, or you can use your other cards to draw out the perfect cards, and then in 1 turn, I think the maximum you can do in 1 turn is 3 Thingsavers in 1 turn, 3 Thingsaver attacks. So about 6 attacks in a turn. It's pretty strong. Depends how much damage you have face up though. So yeah, 4 Thingsaver, and then 4 copies of Blue Sky Knight Altmile, which is your break stride. When you stride over it, you counterblast. Well, you can counterblast. If you do, you can Superior Call up to 2 from your hand, and then any 2 of your units on the board gain 5,000. I think this could be so much better even if it just called 1 from the deck and gave 2 5,000. That would be so much better, because it forces you to. Well, you can still gain the 5k without calling anything, but you might as well call something while you're at it. There's no reason not to. And then its G-Break 2 is your front row gains 5,000 power. That includes Altmile. No extra criticals like most of the first G-Break 2s that came out, but you can't have everything. But again, it's like Thingsaver. You can either start on this or end on this, so it's got dual functionality really. And you can even give power to your Vanguard with this. So like striding into Saint's Blow, it makes it so much harder to guard if your opponent doesn't have a perfect guard. So that's the grade 3s. Grade 2s running 4 Knight of Fragment, which is your main damage on flipper. It's GB1, and when you have 2 or more grade 2 or greaters, is it grade 2 or greaters? 2 or more grade 2 rear guards, sorry, it gains 2,000 power, and when it hits, you can soul charge 1 and on flip 1. So it really helps you build up the soul for Thingsaver. There's a couple of cards in here that try to help build up the soul, mainly this and one of the grade 0s, which I'll get into when we get to that point. So 4 Knight of Fragment, 4 of the Legion make for Thingsaver, Blaster Blade Seeker. Don't really need to run 4 of this. If I had the opportunity to, I would probably drop a couple of these for Sword Me's. But because I don't have Sword Me's, I'm playing the 4. It still helps though. You can, if your opponent's playing a not so aggressive deck, you can always just take out their front row rear guards when you don't have enough total to save Thingsaver, because you can get heal triggers to unflip and Knight of Fragments unflip as well. Your Vanguard does have to be Thingsaver or Blaster Blade though. That's the only catch to it. It's a pretty big one, but when it's not dead, it's useful. Bit of a weird way to put it, but there you go. And then for the other grade 2s, running 3 Knights of Twin Sword, which is your on boost superior call. So it helps you get into the 4th or 5th attacks of the turn. It's not like his Aqua Force, but extra attacks do help. I mean, typical turns can go a Knight of Fragment attacks. Even if it doesn't hit, you can attack with a boosted Knight of Twin Sword and superior call another fragment over it. And then attack with your Vanguard and put any triggers you get to the second Knight of Fragment, because then they have to guard that, or you basically reverse the cost that you paid for Knight of Twin Sword. So it does help you put the pressure on. So that's the grade 2s, which I will just put over here. Grade 1s, playing 4 of the new Perfect Guards, Holy Knight Guardian. Yep, Holy Knight Guardian. Don't have any of the old Perfect Guards where I play it, honestly, because Dragonic Overlord EX is still very much a threat. If I was going to Team League, I would go out of my way to pick up older Perfect Guards, but no, not Team League, sorry. Vanguard Nationals. I'm not taking this to Vanguard Nationals, I'll be getting rid of it there. It's not really something I'm looking to keep. But yeah, basically after you Perfect Guard with it, if you have another copy in the drop zone, you can unflip a damage, so it helps you give you more counterblast with Thingsaver turn. Running 4 Stride Assists, which is, well, I don't even know the name of this. This is how much I know today. Laurel Knight Sisyphus. You can reveal the grade 3 in your hand when you call it, and search for Blue Sky Knight Altmile, and then discard one. So it helps you. If you see these in your hand, you want them in the drop zone, or find a way to put them in the drop zone, so that you can Legion them back, so you have more chance of resolving the skill. What else we got? In terms of the other grade 1s, we've got 3 Lake Maiden Liens, which is just deck thin and get rid of any excess copies of Thingsaver you might see. And then 3 copies of Flail Seeker Isbuzard, which is on call if you're in Legion, gain 4000 power. So turns into an 11k attacker or an 11k booster at will. So that's pretty strong. So that's the grade 1s. And then in terms of triggers, running 844, so 8 crit. Sorry, they're at a weird angle, but it's just the way I'm sat. 4 draw and 4 heal. If it wasn't a Thingsaver deck, I would probably drop the Margals, because I'm starting to lean towards running more crits than draws in general. Like, I know it's 844 now, but if given the option, it would probably be 1024. But because of its skill, it's in here, because you send it to the soul to give a unit 3k, so it can even enable Knight of Fragment to hit easier, or even make Thingsaver harder to guard. It's got a variety of functions, but just sending it to the soul is overpowered enough. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Just gonna throw the cards everywhere now because I can. Remember to like, comment and subscribe for more Vanguard videos, and I will see you next time.